Do it.
So I also did Reversi, but I'm kind of coming at it the opposite direction. I haven't done the board flip logic yet. So it's based on the same code that I put up for tic-tac-toe, but in this case, I have an 8x8 board, obviously, and see if I can find the right window here to share it. Here's Reversi. So the easiest thing is just to show code right now because I'm not actually drawing the board yet. I think, by the way, that this is player's turn that we did. I think this is where we're having the problem, and I haven't debugged this yet, but I think this is somehow sometimes thinking that it's the opponent's turn, no matter which turn it is. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's somewhere else. I'll figure it out.
It seems strange that you state that any changes to the local chain happen.
Yeah.
Even when things don't pass validation. So that's kind of interesting.
So I'm not quite sure, but what I do know is, so I modified this. I didn't get into that yet. I modified the is valid to do a piece can flip. So this is the main thing I implemented, and it basically validates the logic that when you're playing a piece in Othello in Reversi, it has to flip your opponent's tiles, at least one. So the main logic is there. So basically now in that validation, it ends up calling this board flips. Let me see where that's called from. I guess that would be in piece there. Let's see if I can find this here. Yeah, so piece can flip. This is the function here. And it just, it gets the game in the game state. And so it just determines the player number this way. And this seems to be more reliable right now. So it's able to then return the value of this flips test. And so that's down here. And so this one, basically for each possible direction, whether you're going forward horizontally, whether you're going backward horizontally, whether you're going vertical downward, vertical upward, and each of these tests return true as soon as they find it can flip something. So this basically is meant to not take a whole lot of time, hopefully, checking every possible flip. As long as it finds at least one flip, it can return true. So, all the different directions you could go. And I think that logic is correct. And so then I created an evolve function, and I've just started on this, which basically will do the actual flipping. So it's going to do the same basic setup there, but then this time it's going to say, if you did find that you can flip those tiles, then flip those tiles. So it's going to return that list, and then I'll basically update the pieces accordingly. So we should have a correct state. And I'll post all this up for anybody else to look at too. I'm happy to share this. I don't think there's a lot to show right now though, because I haven't really tested the user interface to that yet, because I'm trying to get the flipping implemented. So that's kind of where I'm at. I mean, I could go back and show the tic-tac-toe thing again, but I did that yesterday, so I don't want to waste everybody's time.
I was just going to add that I love you worked on different parts of the same game that are almost completely non-overlapping. Like if you manage it together, it's got everything. So did you coordinate, or is that just coincidence?
Just coincidence. Yeah.
That is.
So if I share this one up when this works, feel free to borrow ideas from that and combine them and make a good Reversi game, because we can create a collaborative, nice Reversi game that everybody would like to play eventually.
Now, does Rust have like linear algebra, libraries and stuff? I don't know. It seems like some of this might be.
There are some, but I basically just rolled my own for this because I didn't need anything heavyweight. Oh, I was going to show one more thing. That's what. One more thing. How do you do this?
One more thing, and then someone else can queue up, and we'll keep moving.
I'll go next.
The only reason why I wanted to take one more second was to show at the bottom of this render function that somebody was having with displaying a grid. So this basically to display the grid. Yeah, and that works for tic-tac.
Do a match on the. Okay.
Yeah, I just thought that would be helpful.